Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others struggle to make ends meet? The answer might surprise you. It's not about working harder or being luckier. It's about something much more powerful, your mind. Today we're going to talk about a life-changing technique that can help you unlock wealth. It's called SATs, and it was developed by the famous spiritual teacher Neville Goddard. Now you might be thinking, another get-rich-quick scheme? But hold on. This isn't about tricks or shortcuts. SATs is a deep, transformative practice that can change your entire relationship with money. It's based on the idea that to become wealthy, you need to feel wealthy first, in your mind. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how rich people think differently about money? They don't worry about it. They expect it. They feel comfortable with it. That's exactly what SATs helps you do. It trains your brain to feel wealthy, even before you see the money in your bank account. But here's the thing. This technique isn't just about positive thinking. It's much more powerful than that. SATs actually helps you reprogram your subconscious mind. It's like updating the software of your brain to run a new, wealthier version of you. Now you might be wondering, why does my inner world matter so much? Well, here's a truth that might shake things up for you. If you don't change on the inside, nothing will change on the outside. Let that sink in for a moment. You see, many of us spend our whole lives trying to change things on the outside. We work harder, we try new business ideas, we look for better jobs. But if we still feel poor and struggling on the inside, guess what? We'll keep creating that same reality over and over again. It's like trying to grow a beautiful garden while constantly thinking about weeds. No matter how much you water and tend to your plants, if your mind is full of weeds, that's what you'll end up seeing and creating. This is where SATs comes in. It helps you plant the seeds of wealth in your mind. When you master this technique, you start to see opportunities everywhere. Money starts to flow more easily. Things just seem to work out in your favor. It's not magic. It's the power of aligning your inner world with the wealth you want to create. But I'll be honest with you, this isn't always easy. It requires practice and dedication. You'll need to confront some of your old beliefs about money. You might have to face fears or doubts. But trust me, the results are worth it. When you start to see your financial life transform, you'll wonder why you didn't start this practice sooner. So, what exactly is SATs? SATs stands for State Akin to Sleep. Don't worry if that sounds a bit strange. I'm going to break it down for you in simple terms. Imagine you're about to fall asleep. You're relaxed, your mind is quiet, and you're in that dreamy state between being awake and asleep. That's the state we're talking about. Neville Goddard discovered that this state is incredibly powerful. When you're in this relaxed state, your subconscious mind is wide open. It's ready to absorb new ideas and beliefs. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While you're in this state, you imagine a scene that represents your desire, in this case, being wealthy. But you don't just think about it. You feel it. You experience it as if it's happening right now. For example, you might imagine yourself looking at a bank statement with a huge balance. You feel the joy, the relief, the excitement of having all that money. You touch the paper, you smell the ink, you hear the rustle as you hold it. You make it as real as possible in your mind. Why does this work? Well, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you do this practice regularly, your subconscious starts to believe that you are wealthy. And here's the amazing part. It then goes to work to make that belief a reality in your life. It's like planting a seed in your mind. At first, nothing seems to happen. But under the surface, that seed is growing. It's changing how you think about money, how you feel about wealth, the opportunities you notice, the decisions you make. Before you know it, That seed has grown into a whole new financial reality for you. Now you might be thinking, this sounds a bit like daydreaming, but it's much more than that. SATs is a focused, intentional practice. It's not about escaping reality, it's about creating a new reality. It's about programming your mind for success and abundance. And the best part? Anyone can do it. You don't need any special skills or knowledge. You don't need to be spiritual or religious. All you need is your mind and a willingness to practice. In the world of manifestation and the law of attraction, SATs is like a superpower. It's a direct line to your subconscious mind, which is the part of you that creates your reality. By using SATs, you're not just wishing for wealth, you're aligning your whole being with it. Think about it this way. Have you ever bought a new car and suddenly you start seeing that same car everywhere? That's because you've programmed your mind to notice it. SATs does the same thing with wealth and abundance. You start to notice opportunities you might have missed before. You feel more confident making financial decisions. You attract people and situations that align with your new, wealthy mindset. But here's an important point to remember. SATs isn't about sitting back and waiting for money to fall from the sky. It's about changing your inner world so that you naturally take actions that lead to wealth. You might find yourself coming up with brilliant business ideas or feeling confident enough to ask for that raise you deserve. The outer actions flow from the inner change. Now let's talk about how SATs relates to the law of attraction. You've probably heard of the law of attraction, the idea that like attracts like, or that your thoughts create your reality. Well, SATs is like the law of attraction on steroids. Instead of just thinking positive thoughts about money, SATs helps you embody the feeling of being wealthy. And that's crucial, because the law of attraction responds more to your feelings than to your thoughts. When you feel wealthy, you attract wealth. It's like tuning a radio. Right now, your mind might be tuned to the struggling with money station. But with SATs, you're tuning into the wealth and abundance station. And once you're tuned in, you start picking up all sorts of wonderful opportunities and ideas. But I want to be clear about something. SATs isn't about greed or materialism. It's about freeing yourself from financial stress so you can focus on what really matters in life. It's about creating abundance so you can help others and make a positive impact in the world. Imagine what you could do if money was no longer a worry. How would you spend your time? How would you help others? What dreams would you pursue? That's the real power of SATs. It gives you the freedom to live life on your own terms. Now you might be wondering, does this really work? And that's a fair question. After all, it might sound too good to be true. But the proof is in the pudding. Countless people have used SATs to transform their financial lives. From paying off debts to starting successful businesses, from finding unexpected windfalls to creating steady streams of income, the stories are truly inspiring. But here's the thing, you don't have to take my word for it. You can try it for yourself. That's the beauty of SATs. It doesn't cost anything, and you can start right now. All it takes is your imagination and a bit of practice. Of course, like any powerful tool, SATs requires some skill to use effectively. It's not just about lying in bed and thinking about money. There's a specific process to follow, and there are common pitfalls to avoid. But don't worry, I'm going to guide you through all of that. In the next sections, we'll dive deeper into how to actually perform SATs. I'll give you step-by-step instructions, share some tips and tricks, and help you troubleshoot common problems. We'll also talk about how to combine SATs with practical action for the best results. Remember, wealth isn't just about having a lot of money. It's about freedom, security, and the ability to live life on your own terms. It's about having the resources to pursue your passions and make a difference in the world. And with SATs, you have a powerful tool to create that kind of wealth in your life. So, are you ready to unlock the secret to wealth? Are you ready to reprogram your mind for abundance? Are you ready to step into a new financial reality? If so, keep reading. Your journey to wealth starts here, with Neville Goddard's incredible SATs technique. Why SATs works, the mind-reality connection. Let's dive deeper into why SATs is so powerful. It all comes down to the connection between your mind and reality. You see, your subconscious mind is like a powerful computer that's always running in the background. It shapes your beliefs, your habits, and even the opportunities you notice in life. Here's the interesting part. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why dreams can feel so real sometimes. And that's exactly why SATs work so well. When you practice SATs, you're essentially feeding your subconscious mind new information. You're showing it a picture of wealth and abundance. And because you're doing this in a relaxed state, your subconscious accepts this new information more easily. Think of it like planting a seed. When you do SATs, you're planting the seed of wealth in your mind. At first, nothing seems to happen. But under the surface, that seed is growing. It's changing how you think about money, how you feel about wealth, and even how you behave. Over time, this new wealth program in your subconscious starts to affect your everyday life. You might find yourself feeling more confident about money. You might notice opportunities you would have missed before. You might even start making different decisions that lead to more wealth. But here's the really cool part. It's not just about you changing. The world around you seems to change too. This is because we don't see reality as it is. We see it through the filter of our beliefs and expectations. When you change those beliefs and expectations, you literally start to see a different world. It's like wearing a new pair of glasses. Suddenly, everything looks clearer and brighter. With SATs, you're putting on wealth glasses. You start to see abundance everywhere, and opportunities seem to pop up out of nowhere. Now you might be thinking, this sounds a bit like magic. But it's not magic, it's just how our minds work. We're always creating our reality based on our deepest beliefs and feelings. SATs just helps you do this consciously in a way that supports your goals and dreams. Now that you understand why SATs works, let's talk about how to actually do it. Don't worry, it's simpler than you might think. Here's a step-by-step guide. Find a quiet time and place. You want to do this when you won't be disturbed. Many people find that right before bed is perfect. Get comfortable. Lie down or sit in a comfortable position. The key is to be relaxed, but not so relaxed that you fall asleep. Relax your body. Take a few deep breaths. Feel your body becoming heavy and relaxed. You can start at your toes and work your way up, relaxing each part of your body. Quiet your mind. Let your thoughts slow down. Don't try to force them away. Just let them pass by like clouds in the sky. Imagine your scene. This is the heart of SATs. Create a scene in your mind that represents your wealth goal. Make it short, clear, and to the point. Make it real. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? The more real you can make it, the better. Feel the feeling. This is crucial. Don't just see the scene. Feel how it would feel to be in that scene. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement of being wealthy. Repeat. Go through the scene a few times, always with the same feeling of it being real. Fall asleep. If you're doing this at bedtime, just drift off to sleep, holding that feeling of wealth. Remember, the key is consistency. Do this every night, or at least as often as you can. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. While SATs is a powerful technique, there are some common pitfalls that people fall into. Here are a few to watch out for. Trying too hard. SATs should feel easy and natural. If you're straining or stressing, you're doing it too hard. Relax and let it flow. Focusing on the lack. Sometimes people accidentally focus on what they don't have instead of what they want. Always keep your mind on the positive outcome. Giving up too soon. SATs isn't an overnight fix. It takes time for your subconscious to change. Be patient and persistent. Making the scene too complicated. Keep your scene simple and clear. A short, vivid scene is more powerful than a long, detailed one. Neglecting the feeling. Remember, it's not just about seeing the scene. The feeling is what really makes it work. Always focus on how it feels to be wealthy, doing it when you're too tired. If you always fall asleep before finishing the scene, try doing it earlier in the evening. Doubting it will work. Your doubt can undermine the whole process. Trust in the technique and give it a fair chance. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll get much better results from your SATs practice. Remember, this is a skill like any other. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it. SATs is a powerful tool for manifesting wealth, but it's not a magic wand. It works by changing your subconscious beliefs and attitudes about money. This, in turn, changes how you think, feel, and act in relation to wealth. Over time, these changes can lead to real-world results. But it's important to understand that SATs works alongside your actions in the real world. It's not about sitting back and waiting for money to fall from the sky. Instead, it's about aligning your inner world with your outer actions. When you do this, you'll find that opportunities seem to appear more frequently and you'll feel more confident in pursuing them. As you continue your SATs practice, pay attention to the subtle changes in your life. You might notice that you feel more optimistic about money. You might find yourself having new ideas about how to increase your income. You might even attract unexpected opportunities for wealth. Remember, wealth isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about freedom, security, and the ability to live life on your own terms. As you use SATs to transform your relationship with money, you're really transforming your entire life. So, are you ready to start your SATs journey? Are you ready to reprogram your mind for wealth and abundance? Remember, the power to change your financial reality is within you. It all starts with your mind. And with SATs, you have a powerful tool to shape your mind and, in turn, your reality. Now that we've covered the how and why of SATs, let's look at some real-life examples of people who've used this technique to transform their financial lives. These stories show that SATs isn't just theory, it really works. Take Sarah, for example. She was struggling with debt and barely making ends meet. After learning about SATs, she started practicing every night, imagining herself debt-free and financially secure. Within 6 months, she had paid off all her credit cards and even started a small savings account. She says the biggest change was in how she felt about money. Instead of fear, she felt confidence. Then there's Mike, who had always dreamed of starting his own business, but never felt ready. He used SATs to visualize himself as a successful entrepreneur. Soon after, he got an idea for a unique product. With his newfound confidence, he took the leap and started his company. 2 years later, his business is thriving, and he's living the life he once only dreamed about. Another inspiring story is Lisa's. She was stuck in a low-paying job and couldn't seem to get ahead. After practicing SATs for a few months, focusing on seeing herself in a rewarding, high-paying career, she suddenly noticed a job opening that seemed perfect for her. She applied with confidence, nailed the interview, and got the job, doubling her salary in the process. These stories aren't unusual. Many people who consistently practice SATs report similar experiences. They talk about unexpected money coming their way, new opportunities opening up, and a general sense of abundance in their lives. But remember, these people didn't just sit back and wait for wealth to come to them. They combined their SATs practice with action in the real world. And that's a crucial point we need to talk about next. While SATs is a powerful technique, it's not about magical thinking. It's about aligning your inner world with your outer actions. This is where many people go wrong. They think they can just visualize wealth and it will appear. But that's not how it works. Think of SATs as planting seeds in your mind. But just like real seeds, they need more than just planting to grow. They need water, sunlight, and care. In the same way, your wealth seeds need nurturing through real-world action. Stay alert for opportunities. After doing SATs, you might notice new opportunities you wouldn't have seen before. Be ready to act on these. Take inspired action. Pay attention to ideas or impulses you get after your SATs sessions. These could be your subconscious guiding you towards wealth. Improve your skills. Use the confidence you gain from SATs to learn new skills that can increase your earning potential. Network. As you start to feel more abundant, you'll likely attract people who can help you on your wealth journey. Don't be afraid to connect. Make better financial decisions. With your new wealth mindset, you'll probably find yourself making smarter choices about money. Trust this process. Remember, SATs changes your internal world, which then changes how you interact with the external world. It's this combination that leads to real, lasting change in your financial situation. To get the most out of SATs, it needs to become a regular part of your life. Here are some tips to help you make it a daily habit. Set a regular time. Try to do your SATs practice at the same time each day. This helps make it a habit. Create a ritual. Have a small routine before you start, like taking a few deep breaths or listening to calming music. This signals to your mind that it's time for SATs. Start small. If 15 minutes feels too long at first, start with 5 minutes and gradually increase. Be consistent. It's better to do a short session every day than a long session once a week. Keep a journal. Write down your experiences and any changes you notice in your life. This can help keep you motivated. Be patient. Remember, you're reprogramming deep-seated beliefs. This takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Enjoy the process. Don't make SATs a chore. Enjoy the feeling of abundance it brings, even before you see external results. Adapt as needed. If one scene isn't working for you, try another. The key is to find what resonates with you. By making SATs a daily habit, you're consistently reinforcing your new wealth mindset. Over time, this can lead to profound changes in your financial reality. We've covered a lot of ground in this exploration of Neville Goddard's SATs technique. From understanding how it works to learning how to practice it effectively, you now have a powerful tool for transforming your financial life. Remember, SATs isn't about magical thinking or getting rich overnight. It's about reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with wealth and abundance. It's about changing your relationship with money from the inside out. As you begin your SATs journey, keep in mind that consistency is key. Make it a daily practice, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Combine it with inspired action in the real world. Stay patient and persistent, knowing that you're planting seeds of wealth that will grow over time. Also, remember that true wealth isn't just about money in the bank. It's about freedom, security, and the ability to live life on your own terms. As you use SATs to cultivate a wealth mindset, you may find that your whole life becomes richer in many ways. So, are you ready to unlock your wealth potential? Are you ready to step into a new financial reality? Your journey begins now with each SAT session you do. Trust in the process, believe in yourself, and watch as your inner changes create outer abundance. The power to change your financial future is within you. It always has been. With SATs, you now have a way to tap into that power and direct it towards creating the wealthy life you desire. So close your eyes, relax, and start imagining your way to abundance. Your wealthy future is waiting for you.